My name is Emmanuel Barbie, and I am a new urban author of the book, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America, second edition. In my book, I provide a detailed 21st century strategy on how my organization will help eradicate urban violence while at the same time meet the social needs of the community and families we will serve if given a chance. What's currently happening in Black America is offensive to me and others who are concerned about the future of our children and our culture. Today, Black leaders have failed the Black community by compromising the health and well-being of our children for their own hidden agendas. I have witnessed how the Occupy Wall Street movement and the Black Lives Matter movement came about, from an online organization to a mass movement, but both organizations failed to implement any laws in their favor. My goal for writing my story is to connect with brave and smart millennials, passive, progressive African Americans, African immigrants, African Brazilians, African Caribbeans, non-Black sympathizers, and all Christian denominations within the United States and around the world. I also want to build a cooperative alliance with moderate Muslims and secular people who are also interested in working with me and turning my ideas into a real business, starting here in Chicago. In other words, as a critical thinker, when I see a problem, I come up with solutions and bring people together for the common good. African Americans from the lower economic class are suffering great harm from senseless violence, high unemployment, mass incarceration, police brutality, drug abuse, high illiteracy, inadequate health care, and failing schools, all as a result of institutionalized racism. Our middle class Black professionals refuse to work with me. The Black churches in my former and current community refuse to allow me to pass out flyers after church services. And established Black organizations in my city refuse to heed the ideas that I try to share with them. And as a result, over 4,000 people has been killed in Chicago alone. And Chicago is currently the murder capital in America. And that's not good at all. The only thing which is preventing me from starting my Christian organization is the lack of manpower in the capital. And this is why I turn to social media to get my message out to the public. Through my YouTube videos, my social groups, my blog postings, my online talk show, and now through my revised book. I have lowered the price of my book from $25 to $15. I also had my publisher to turn my book into an ebook for $9.99 on Amazon.com. I provide the link to my book under the comment section. I'm asking everyone that's on my friends list and everyone in my social groups to please purchase my book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with my plan, then share my book information with your family, friends, places of worship, and also at your local community center. It's my hope that I can get my book on the bestsellers list so that way I can be in a position to hire qualified individuals from the proceeds from the book to assist me and Sister Renee with the daily operations of our Christian organization, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago. Our motto, put down the guns, pick up the books. It makes no sense to me that after 25 years, I'm still unable to find qualified individuals in my city to work with me and moving my virtual organization, Cam, from behind a computer. If black people don't patronize one another, how in the world do you expect other racial groups to support or care about our community? Money is needed to build businesses in our inner cities, but our tax dollars are being diverted to places like downtown, which happens to be a tourist attraction. Our inner city youth have special talents and skills. The problem is that they don't get the support that they need to thrive here in Chicago. So a lot of our young people, they head towards Los Angeles, New York, and Atlanta without a permanent infrastructure here in Chicago that can compete with other cities. So that's what I want to bring to the city of Chicago, a permanent infrastructure for our youth and our artists, so that way we can build up Chicago. It's my hope that Ghettos will become the hub throughout the Midwest for emerging black artists and upcoming black Christian entrepreneurs. We will have a professional recording studio and offer affordable recording, mixing, and duplication. Ghettos would be a diverse organization around the platform that I present in my book for economic empowerment and social justice. We will create our own films and put on live plays in order to get others from outside of the community to come in to patronize our businesses. This will be a one-stop for all Chicagoans and people in the surrounding suburbs. Ghettos' primary focus is on strengthening the black family by providing quality programs and services. We will also portray an authentic form of Christianity while improving the community and enhancing the black culture. Ghettos will be dedicated to ensuring that corporations and other institutions act responsibly and show the best interests of the community. In other words, I want to make sure that in order for my vision to be effective, I need qualified people on my management team, such as investors, business partners, Christian entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, and philanthropists. They will work with me in setting up and starting my nonprofit and my for-profit Christian business here in Chicago. Ghettos is about making our urban communities better, healthier, and stronger. Having these professionals in place is critical to invest in the community by building the ethics, skills, and opportunities needed to advance for our future leaders. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute will make our presence known in high crime, gang, and drug-infested neighborhoods by developing equal partnership with local residents who become members of this organization. We will maintain an aggressive neighborhood protection program aimed at addressing relevant social issues which affects the community negatively, such as drug dealing, urban violence, and criminal behavior. Ghettos will help make our urban community significant, which will enhance the environment and our neighborhood. Our goal is to provide a safe environment within the communities that we will serve. We will offer educational opportunities, recreational activities like performing arts, filmmaking, and studio time for people to make their music. We will offer entrepreneurship training and provide private employment based on our budget and sponsorship. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute will help make the city of Chicago a great place for everyone to live, work, and play. Together, we will make a difference in the lives of Chicagoans and beyond. Gurkai will help make the city of Chicago a great place for our youth. I'm ready to lead this cause and be released from behind a computer and put all my ideas into action. My plan is to get this organization started, like I say, first here in Chicago, and then we will expand to 10 other cities within 10 states. In the book I said 25, but since Black America has rejected my plan for so long, it's been 25 years, I decided to just narrow my vision down. Trying to, in other words, keep it realistic. Because I do want to get this thing started within my lifetime, God's willing. Gurkai is membership-based and private in order for me to weed out people who don't care about our inner-city youth, their family, or the Black community. No hardened criminals, no active gang members, no urban terrorists, no pedophiles, no half-steppers allowed in my organization. And this is how I get down. Gurkai is open to all ordinary law-abiding citizens, all racial groups, and undiscovered artists. This is my contribution back to my community, society, and throughout the African diaspora. Now, again, focusing on the book, but my book is just the beginning. Again, it's about what I'm trying to build for the city of Chicago and the community, giving back to the communities that I came from, which were the inner cities. Yes, there's a whole lot of organizations that's out there currently, and that's fine, dandy. But we want to do something different. My ideas is different. That's why I'm having such a hard time, just trying to get a team together. But I want to focus on getting this book out there, reaching other like-minded individuals that believe in my cause, connect with people through my online talk show, which is Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos. I try to do that on a weekly basis, and people, even if I'm not, people can still listen to those archives. They're available 24/7 on Speaker, as well as on Blog Talk Radio. Again, I'm just trying to use this technology effectively and wisely. I'm not on here about, just on here just to be making videos. This is a very serious matter. I take it very personal. This is not just business. This is actually, a life and death situation. A lot of children are being killed. A lot of families are being destroyed. Senseless violence. But Chicago is a great place. But the inner cities is overlooked by society. And that's how come I'm trying to reach out to people that's interested in what I'm trying to say. Because I'm tired of just talking to small-minded individuals. This organization is not for them, and that's just how it is. And that's how come I focus on just making it private and connecting with those that think outside the box like myself, and for me to do everything within my power, which is limited because I'm working on a shoestring budget. So I don't ask for any donations. Just want people that's on my friends list to work with me. I'm praying to the Lord, my Creator, that He would touch their hearts, that they would go ahead and share my information, spread it with their friends, and all that good stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. Again, I'm still looking for legitimate film directors and producers who would work with me to turn my book into a motion picture, so that way I could reach non-readers, and so that way people across the United States would know my story. It would be on the golden screen, and hopefully worldwide people in other countries can see it and watch it in the movie theaters as well. That's what I hope as well. As far as getting my organization started on the African continent, I definitely would like to do that as well, but I have to focus again on getting it started here in my own city, which is Chicago. I'm not going to let, I would just say, the fact that I don't have a management team in place, that I'm just going to sit back and fondle my thumbs. That's not happening. That's how come I do these, try to do my weekly shows online. People, if they want to meet me in person, you can make arrangements with connecting with me at the Harold Washington Library, but you have to send me a friend request either on Facebook, Google Plus, or on LinkedIn, and send me your email address, and I will send you all my information and make arrangements to have you and others to actually meet me at the Harold Washington Library in person. So I'm on a lot of major social networks. So send me a friend request on Facebook if you want to participate on my online talk shows. Again, on LinkedIn. Google Plus. So just send me that information, which will be your email address, your name, and I send you all of my information that way, and make arrangements to also get you on my online talk show where you can promote your, if you have a business, promote that. If you have a small ministries, you're welcome for that. Because even though I keep saying my organization, I'm just meaning, I'm claiming ownership of it, but this organization is for my members, so it's geared toward them and their and families that want to utilize our programs and services. So I do want to stress that you don't have to be black to be part of CAM. I'm open, but again, I just want to make sure that I have law-abiding citizens that's going to be up in this, so that way we can, separate ourselves from those people that's part of the problems. CAM is a drama-free organization, so we're gonna nip that in the bud real fast. We're not having all that stuff. We want to solve problems. We want to be on one accord, and that's what I want to offer. But again, the main thing that's giving me a hard time is having that team in place. So it's more than about just it's more than one person, in other words. And I know that, and that's how come I keep trying to reach out. That's how come I'm selling my book, so I can eventually, generate enough capital where I can just hire people instead of keep trying to reaching out to those that's, taking this for joke. But I'm serious to cancer. I definitely want to get this organization up and running, so that way I can do all the things which I have written in my book. Thank you for your time, for listening to this video and this podcast, and I hope to hear from you all out there soon, and I hope to get this organization up and running in the city of Chicago and throughout the Midwest to make us a strong, competitive organization for the community and help bring in valuable resources and services to the communities that's being overlooked in this society. Peace and blessings.